Hey, let me talk to y'all for a second. I did it. I bought a Pan America. Wasn't expecting to, but with everything that Roman Ministries is going forward to, seemed like it was a good idea. I want to do a review on this bike, but I wanted to wait till I had at least 500 miles on it to really give something decent. I'm going to do this again when I have about 10,000 miles on it. I bought the bike. Well, it's new to me. It's not new. It's a 2021 Pan America Special. I've had it for, like I said, about 2 weeks, and I've done well over 500 miles so far. Can't get off the thing. When I gave it the street glide, I was like, well, this thing's not going to be as comfortable. I was wrong. It was actually extremely comfortable bike to ride. You see here, this is in my backyard. We live in the Blue Ridge Mountains, so mountain range on the backside. Also, when I did this, I wanted to do more than just on the road. Now, I was going to videotape the ride back from Harley Davidson, and I was going to show that, but I didn't. Now, well, let me rephrase that. I forgot to hit record, but I wanted to test it out on the highway to see how fast it could go or where I could get it to. And I probably had it going way faster than I should actually show on video anyways. Let's just say I broke the speed limit quite a few times. And the Lord was telling me with Roman Ministries that we're going to have to take it to the dirt. And, when the Lord speaks, we follow. This was not a impulse buy. We prayed on this for quite a while before we actually pulled the trigger. And as you can see, I mean, months ago we went down to Greenville and had the demo days and we test drove the CVO and the ST. Then a few months after that, I stopped by Stonewall and I looked at this bike and a couple other bikes and I did a video about the Pan Americas, but we still weren't ready to pull the trigger. So Stonewall had their grand opening and me and my wife went up there and we had a good time and we sat there and test drove the bike and both of us loved it. So we decided to pull the trigger on it. There's some things I like and some things I don't. I'll show it later how well the bike handles. Very shortly I did do the review, just not all on the pavement. See a lot of reviews and people are sitting there talking about the bike and they just left it on the pavement. I mean, okay, so you got an adventure bike but you leave it on the pavement. How are you going to do a really good review on that? Even at 500 miles, you really ain't going to get a good review on an adventure bike if you're staying on road. Now granted, I didn't go out to the BDR, which that's the next thing to do, and it's not too far from where I live, so I will be taking it up on the BDR soon enough. I just want more practice off-road before I take it on anything extreme. I haven't been in the dirt since I was a kid. And I grew up on sport bikes and fell into cruisers and then had the big bagger right before this one. And it was funny because I liked the bagger. It was okay. I ran the street glide for about 3 years. And 80,000 miles on the bike when it turned 10. There we go. Now we're off road. That was fun. This is actually this is in a national park. It's kind of gravel, dirtish rock. But anyways, so I had the street glide and it was okay. I pushed it probably further than a street glide should go. I took it on roads like this one. You can definitely tell the difference between an adventure bike and a street glide. This was fun. I need to get out there quite a bit more and get more practicing before I start taking anything harder. The funny part about this is if those that have a Pan America, if you see the dash, you'll realize that I left it in highway mode. I forgot completely about off-road mode. or any other mode. Like I said, I've grown up on motorcycles my whole life, and I've been on the street for most of it. Being in a dirty end's kind of crazy. By the way, there's actually free camping spots up here too. I'm probably going to do a camping video out here sometime this season. Hopefully sooner than later. We just got a lot of trips coming up, so I'm pretty busy. Riding back on back roads and dirt roads and gravel roads, first time in years, it brought something back. Growing up with sport bikes, we're all about getting into turns, riding fast, being goofy, I guess, dangerous. But there was an adrenaline side to it that kind of lost when I was on the street. And being a motorcycle mechanic for 20 plus years and working on other bikes and traveling all over on big cruisers and baggers, I kind of fell into a stalemate. It seemed like riding was starting to fade. Not that I didn't love to ride. I would always love to ride. I love to go out, but it just didn't seem, the feeling wasn't there. I feel like I kind of lost something over the years. I had a guy in the old club that I used to be in. He was like, man, I wish I would have started when I was young like you. I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, well, I'm 60 and I only started riding 20 years ago. I'm like, okay. I've got a few years on that, but when you ride for a really, really long time, you still love to ride, but sometimes certain bikes just don't have the, I don't know what I'm looking for. I don't know the word I'm looking for that. It just felt kind of stale. Started to feel stale. However, when I got on the Pan America, all that changed. It all came flooding back. I started being able to get back into turns and being able to ride like I used to. This parking lot is a place you'll see on my videos a lot. I pray here a lot. I come up on top of this mountain. This is actually off of 501. It's between Amherst and Bona Vista in Virginia. I ride up here a lot because I love this road. Even on the street glide, I love this road. But this was the first time I took the Pan America down. And by the way, nobody warned me that when you go into a turn on the Pan America, a light comes on and shows the ground in that turn. Like you're turning to the left, then the light comes on and shows the left side of the road. If you're turning to the right, the light comes on and turns the right side of the road. So as I'm driving down through here, I didn't realize during the daylight, this is the first time I rode kind of in dusk and started doing that as you're seeing it. It freaked me out. I was like, what is flashing? I could not figure it out for the life of me. And I finally realized as I was going into these turns right here that, oh, okay, well that's kind of cool. It illuminates that particular side of the road that you're turning into. That's pretty amazing. So power-wise, this thing's got plenty of power. I mean, 150 horsepower. Again, that's on road. It's in road mode right now. It's not in sport mode. I have put it in sport mode. Sport mode is incredible. And the turning, this thing handles so well. It's kind of amazing that there's a Harley out there that handles this well, to be honest with you. I've ridden a lot of Harleys, and none of them handle like this thing. Kind of blows my mind that they built something like this at all. This bike's got all the power you want at your fingertips. There's a lot. The suspension's great. This one's got the adaptive ride height. That was a little weird getting used to at first, but I love the fact that I can actually I'm 5'9", and when this thing's dead stop, I can actually be flat-footed on the ground. I have a 31-inch insole, if anybody's wondering. But there's a few things I don't like. Like, I don't use the infotainment center at all. It's kind of a pain. It's hard to operate. You got to Bluetooth your Cardo plus your phone. And then if you want to use the map system, navigation system, you got to go into the app, and then you have the app on your phone. So you're already in your phone. You're using your phone already. And then it'll pull it up on the screen. And it's all nice and clear. It's just, no offense to Harley Davidson, y'all's navigation system's terrible. Yeah, I typically would just use Google Maps and be good to go, you know. The infotainment center for all the technology that Harley Davidson has out right now, that's lacking. That's lacking hard. You would expect better. The infotainment center on my Street Glide wasn't great either. I never used the navigation system, but at least the stereo system is alright. Obviously, this is a Pan America, it doesn't have speakers, so I don't find a point in using the infotainment center, considering that I just Bluetooth my phone directly to the car. That's right now my only gripe. I haven't had many issues with it. I did buy it used, and a few days after I bought it, the battery started acting funny, so I drove right back up to Harley Davidson, and they took a look at it and said, you know what, you're right, you need a new battery. They popped a new battery in that thing without any question. But when they did that, they updated my system, and I didn't think nothing of it. I went home. I was sitting in road mode, and a couple days later, I'm like, you know what, I'm going to go play with sport mode. So I got out there, and I went to sport mode. Sport mode was literally missing. I was like, what in the world? So we did a bike blessing this past Sunday, and I spun it right back up to Harley Davidson right after the bike blessing, popped in there. I'm like, hey guys, I'm missing sport mode. The look on their face was hilarious, because they were like, what do you mean you're missing sport mode? I'm like, it doesn't exist in my computer. They looked, they're like, wow, they really did. Okay, well, let's take a look at it. So they took it back, popped it in. Probably half an hour later, they came back out and said, you're good. I walk outside, look at it, sport mode's still missing. They're like, wait a minute, what? So they went back and they took it back in a third time. Let me sit back there with them while they updated the unit. Again, this time it took, and all my modes came back. They're like, that's crazy. I'm like, well, it's okay. But I will say one thing about Stonewall Harley Davidson up here in Ruckersville, Virginia. Those guys are great. I went in there wasn't a whole bunch of hoopla. They were like, let's get it in. Let's take a look at it. They took care of the problem ASAP. Both times I've been up there with a problem. Now I understand I bought a used bike, so I know there's going to be some bugs I'm going to have to work out. And yes, before everyone starts commenting on this, I do understand there are fuel pump issues with these bikes, battery issues with these bikes. I know all about those. I did my research before I ever bought the bike. Luckily, I am a mechanic. And if I did have to pop fuel pump in it, it would not be that hard for me. And if you guys like the Pan America and you want to see more of the Pan America, like and share this. Subscribe. Please subscribe. Don't cost you nothing. We're going to do a lot more out here in the outdoors this year with this bike. We're going to see a lot more dirt this year than we did last year. We should be able to put out a lot more content this year than we did last year. We've got lots of trips planned this year. This bike's going to be on all of them. But my honest review at 500, a little bit over 500 miles on this bike this thing's amazing. Yeah, I put 500 miles on it in 2 weeks, and I work full time, and I don't ride the bike to work. So I've been coming home, dropping the work van off, jumping on the bike, and taking off. It's been really hard to stay off of it. I did find some things I need to do, like I need to add some highway pegs to it, I think. That'll probably help in the longer ride. I did put Viking saddlebags on it. The 40 liters, they are awesome. I'm gonna do a review just on the bags, probably later this season, because I want to beat them up a little bit before I give a full review on those. I'll also give another review on the bike when I have more than 500 miles on it. Probably somewhere between like 2,500 and 5,000 miles, I'll do another review. I also want to do a really long trip. I got one long trip where I'm going down into South Carolina. It's about 8.5 hours from where I'm at right now. So when that video comes out, that's probably when I'll have the long distance review for you guys. So far, highway, byway, dirt road, this thing does it all. And it does it all great. I'm highly impressed by the Pan America. It's brought my love for riding right back. Man, I can't wait to get out this year, do some camping on it. I really want to get into the BDR. So keep watch for the more videos that are coming out. Man, sitting there watching this video, editing, and I just remember every moment of that ride. It was great. By the way, that's 501 in Virginia, just to repeat that. So any of you guys out there like really winding roads, don't make a wrong turn and fall off the cliff. But it is an amazing, amazing ride on a motorcycle. Well, that brings this video to an end. And I hope all y'all have a blessed day. Once again, subscribe, like, share. We'll catch y'all on the next video.